chapter 2, verse 1 through 3, and it says, I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. All right? So, essentially, Habakkuk is describing himself to be a watcher. All right? What's a watcher? A watcher is someone who watches. All right? It's in the word. A watcher is someone who watches. They're usually sitting in a high tower. And back then in the ancient world, when you had these walls that would line the city, right? You would have towers, almost like these turrets that they have in prisons. All right, and then the watcher would warn of an enemy threat. They would warn of bad weather. They would warn of a variety of things. All right, and it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right. So the vision, meaning the prophecy, to make it plain and put it on tables, write it down. All right. And it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. All right. So what is that talking about? What is the vision? Well, the vision is the prophecies. All right. The prophecies that are coming to pass right now with the Ukraine conflict. All right. With the eventual Third World War. All right. These are all part of the vision. And the ultimate vision is the destruction of Esau's kingdom. That is the ultimate destruction. That is the ultimate vision. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Exactly. So the vision is for an appointed time. Though it tarry, wait for it. Though it feels like it's taking a long time, wait for it. Because this thing of ours is about patience. All right? This is about patience. And if there's anything that you learn from this truth, is that we need to be patient in everything. Because the Lord does things on his time. The Lord does things in accordance to when he thinks it's time to do something. All right? So it says, but in the end it shall speak and not lie. All right? So in the end it's going to speak, man. It's not going to lie. This man is going to go down. His kingdom is going to go down. All right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right? And then when it comes, it's not going to tarry anymore. It's going to be fast. It's going to be swift. The so-called white man's going to be brought down low very fast. All right? This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11 through 14. And it says, and that, knowing the time, that it is a high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than we believed. All right? So right now, it's a high time to be out of sleep. In other words, the brother broke it down perfectly last time we went over the scripture. He said when something is a high time, it means that it's something that should have been done already, man. It's something that should have been done already. And that's exactly what's going on, man. It's a high time to awake out of sleep. All right, that's talking to you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the people that descend from you, man. Because remember, the Bible is your book, man. The Bible is your book. All right, and everything that's in it is about you. So it's a high time that you wake out of sleep. Why? Because salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. All right, and as the prophecies continue to roll in, and the prophecies continue to come to fruition, all right, that statement in the scripture become truer and truer, man. It says, that night, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. All right, so we should be focused on casting off the works of darkness. All right, and what are those works of darkness, man? Those works of darkness are things that are contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI, man. It says, let us walk. It says, let us put on the armor of light. What is the armor of light? The law, statutes, and commandments, man. Let us walk in them. That is the armor of light, the scriptures. That is the armor of light, man. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in strife, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. All right, so not in those things, man. But in what? But put ye on the Lord, Yahawashi HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. So right now is the time to deny your flesh as much as possible, man. Because we're living in a very, very exciting time for the people of YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI for the nation. But it's still going to be a time where we need to be on our P's and Q's, man. You know? Right now, we can't be making provisions for the flesh. Because we need to be on point, man. It's that simple. The Lord is coming back, man. And every time one of these prophecies pops off, we get closer and closer to his return, man. We get closer and closer to his return, and we get closer and closer to our people being up next. All right, being the rulers of the world. This is why these prophecies are so important, because the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 15 through 18, and it says that that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. This is talking about the day of the Lord, man. And every time that we pop off one of these prophecies, all right, we get closer and closer to the day of the Lord. It says, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. All right, so that's what's coming, man, with the day of the Lord. A day of thick darkness. It says a day of the trumpet and the alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. All right? So all these states and all these governments, man. You know? All these nations that think they're in a good place. When the Lord comes back, man, it's gonna be a rude awakening for them, man. It says, and I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. Okay, so there's going to be mass death out here, man. There's going to be mass death out here. And even the toughest men, they're gonna weep. All right? That's Satan, man. You know, they're going to weep in these times, man. They're going to weep. And they're gonna be scared, man, because the day of the Lord is something that's frightening, man. It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. All right, so the Lord is gonna destroy you people, man. All right? The Lord is going to destroy. That's why these prophecies are so important. That's why World War III is so important, man. All right? Because the Lord is going to put all these nations in one place, and he's going to destroy them. All right? This is why it's so important. This is why World War III is so important. Because the Lord is going to put these people in subjection, man. He's going to come back and he's going to take care of his people, man, the Israelites. These so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the people that descend from them, man. He said, for he shall make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land, man. So you're going to be light work for the Lord, man. The Lord's really going to destroy you with a sore stroke, man. He's going to just eradicate you, man. There's going to be nothing you can do, man. No money in the world is going to save you. All right, you celebrities that think that you can buy your way out of everything, guess what? In that time, in those days, you're not going to be able to buy your way out of anything, man. That judgment is going to come swiftly. All right? So what's going on right now is just a preview of what's to come, man. That's all that. All those videos that you might be watching, the tank running over the car and all that stuff, man, that's just a preview of what's coming over here to America, man. That's all that is. It's a preview of what's going to happen here in America, man. People are going to be dying, man. They're going to be laying on the streets, man. You know? They're going to be laying on the streets, man. And they're going to pay for their sins. All right? Here's the last scripture. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. And it said, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bring down to the grave and bringeth up, man. At the end of the day, the Lord is in charge of everything, man. You know, you got people over here crying, talking about, oh, they're the women and children and the young men and the innocent. Hey, man, according to the Lord, man, no one is innocent, man. No one is innocent. And everything that's going on is justified, man. You know? And if that's something that you can't understand, man, then you take that up with the Lord, man. Ultimately, everything that's going on is because the Lord wants it to be that way, man. And that's that. All right? And this was a quick to the point, touching on Habakkuk 2, Romans 13, Zephaniah 1, and 1 Samuel 2 and 6. I'd like to give an all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. Double honor to the apostles and others that bring ministers who do well. Salutations to you, Akim, out there. Hope this lesson was edifying, and until next time, shalom.